Hey there, it's Enderverse. Today, we'll be reviewing a collection of 20 mods for the newly released 1.20.6 update. Now let's dive into the video. With the Nifty cards mod, 3 new medieval cards were included, each one serving a unique purpose, but all are equally essential. First cart is used for transferring material supplies. Usually you'll need a donkey, mule, or a horse to get this piece of wooden wheels moving, or if you can't afford that, then your legs will do just fine. This cart can carry a ton of items, effectively transferring your whole house from one location to another. A convenient feature here is also the visibility of some items in the cart itself. This is a feature that will cover Farmer's Delight items too, and it helps add in some realism to the whole scenery. Animal cart is self-evident. With it you can let a maximum of 2 animals or humans to jump abroad. I forgot to invite some of my friends to record it, but you definitely can. Final medieval equipment is the plow. On the machine itself you can mount either some shovels to create paths quickly and efficiently, or some hoes to create farmlands in a matter of seconds. This is a mod that I was shocked to realize it was updated for 1.20.6, so take advantage of it, my friend. The first and most crucial part of any gameplay is the performance. To double, triple, or quadruple your frame rate, VulkanMod is the key. Apart from the obvious leap in performance, VulkanMod also provides advanced settings with stylish outlook and effective parameters. One thing you should know about Vulkan is that it's incompatible with shaders. But this doesn't mean that the mod is limited. You could use a plethora of texture packs with it. Some will be medieval resource packs with exclusive features, packs with animated items, 3D functional blocks with themed GUI, texture packs with amazing foliage textures, fresh animations, along with fresh moves too, and the list keeps on going. Apart from shaders, nothing is really limited about this mod, and you should definitely give it a try. Better Craftables will add new crafting recipes that will ease the process of obtaining some items. If you are a die-hard adventurer, this mod will probably be less serviceable to you, since it eliminates the need to go out of your way and finding these items. But otherwise, very convenient. Biome Fog is one of my favorite Vanilla Plus mods that includes a very convenient feature, originally inspired by the Bliss shader and the Fog Looks Good Now mod. A selected number of biomes will have special fog colors. This effect will not remain the same around the clock, but will shift and thicken as it rains. Biome Fog mod also configures the fog in the vanilla game, much like the set Fog Looks Good Now. But the process of doing so is a bit tricky, since you will need to do it through the config file. This is a very creative mod that will help you explore the beauty of the vanilla game instead of heavily relying on shaders, like me for example. The UnderGarden is a new obscure dimension you could travel to. This is a place for a lot of weird, dark, and stranded creatures and biomes. I haven't done an extensive playthrough of the mod, but from the little amount of time I spent playing the mod, I could tell that it's a very explorative dimension with plenty of challenges, rewards, and structures to come across. Pillager OutPost Reworked is a part of the amazing structure mod series by Nova Vostra. This time the mod is centered around Pillager Outpost. This structure is now more of a fort than mere outpost, as it is in the form of multiple buildings connected to each other. The loot also got improved, as you will be rewarded with mending in addition to some other rare enchantments. Biggest mod in the list is Essential. The intention behind this mod was to create a big network between players who have the mod installed. You can now invite your fellow gamers into your survival world, which will help eradicate the need for a server host if you are only planning for a quick show-off or a reunion. The mod gives you 500 boo boxes when first installed. Those are coins you could use to get yourself a cheap skin or an emote that you and your gaming partner could see. With the mod are also plenty of convenient Vanilla Plus features, and the idea behind it is quite genius. Another teamwork mod is PlayerRevive. This is a valuable mod for combat, as you will be revived by your gaming partner if you happen to lose all of your hearts. This is a useful mod that will give you a second chance if you died by accident, so I would highly recommend it if you are currently running an SMP or something. Beautiful music, huh? That's the Immersive Music mod. I was emailed a few days ago to check this mod out, and I was delighted when I first gave it a try. The premise behind the mod wasn't just adding new music, but actually changing and giving almost all of the biomes a specific type of music. Not all of the biomes have their own music, but few to mention are the lush caves, desert, and the taiga forest. A mod with an alien concept is Flattened Dimensions. The mod will flatten the surface of the biomes, while also keeping it relative to the normal world generation, as you will be seeing rivers, trees, and structures. On the nether, this mod doesn't give a lot of value. But on the end, however, you will not be disappointed, since due to the flat surfaces, not only is transportation a lot easier now, but you'll also be able to glance at end cities from very far away. Jammies mod is not less strange, as it makes undead creatures dance when you play the jukebox. This included husks, and interesting enough, the mod also supports texture packs such as female zombies. I also tried it with Grey's mob overhaul, and would you look at that. JavaDungeons adds some content from the incredibly popular franchise Minecraft Dungeons. From gardening decorations such as braziers, crates, and pots, to interior trinkets like books, kitchen stuff, and candles. The mod also has some of the most beautiful camping equipment. This mod is great, and you will enjoy it, especially if your objective is to broaden your decorational options. Doggy Challenge Next is a mod specialized in making pets more functional and fun to interact with, while also adding some fresh animations in the process. If you want, you could also change the skin of the dog, making it into a German Shepherd or any dog breed you prefer. You could also teach your dog plenty of talents, hence the name. One in particular that I enjoyed is the ability to sniff out creepers far away and warning you about it. There is a compatibility mod that you could use to make this mod work with Better Dogs Pack, but you will need Optifine for that. Or you could use the sodium mods to substitute it. The Degus is a big rat you could tame by feeding it some grass. This rat doesn't serve any particular purpose, apart from being cute. It will also run away and avoid wolves. Although useless, the Degus can add some wholesome atmosphere to your Vanilla Plus gameplay. Horse Buff mod enhances horses in Minecraft. When riding these animals, you'll be able to see to your horse's back. This feature is most viable when you want to avoid any accidental fall downs. Also, your horse being lost will be something from the past, since Horse Buff will make saddled horses remain exactly where you left them. This way, you don't have to leash or cage them. In the configuration menu, you could make it so that the horse's head is far below the screen, allowing for higher visibility and less abstraction of view. Finally, and my favorite feature is how your horse will be able to swim while you're riding it. The swimming speed is not fast, and definitely not ideal for long travels, but it can help a ton when trying to cross a small river. Nature Spirit is a very colorful world generation mod. This mod, you could say, is the modern biomes of Plenty, since the biomes included here are not very simple or vanilla friendly. These landscapes will include new blocks, structures with spawners in them, and a highly scenic environment. Although the mod is only for Fabric, it could make a great addition to any RPG mod pack, and I did include it in one of my major RPG episodes if you want to check that out. Crop Harvester is a mod that will save you a lot of time down the line. When wanting to reap what you sow, you could just right-click the crops and it will spread out the wheat and seeds, along with replanting. all happening in an instance. This mod is great for farming, and the right-click harvest will work on almost any plant. And through my testing, I found out that it does work on plants from other mods too. Unique Magic mod adds few special enchantments, some of which can make your enemies levitate in the air, ultimately killing them with fall damage. Some enchantments will stun the opponent, rendering them unable to move. With rapid mods such as the Vindicator, the slow enchantment could be helpful, as it has a chance of slowing down enemies, giving you just enough time to flee the area. There are many more enchantments you could explore, and the mod isn't limited to combat either, as it will expand to tools and armors. Multimine is a mod that I included in my previous client-sided mods video, so I highly apologize for the repetition there. Multimine, as the name implies, will allow you to mine multiple blocks at once, not in the literal sense, but you will be able to half mine a block, then resume mining exactly where you stopped. In the case of mining underwater or trying to obtain an obsidian, this mod is a lifesaver, since I can mine, look around, and go back mining again. Classic Battle Towers is a continuation of the famous Battle Towers mod. Exactly as the initial mod, there will be battle towers in all kinds of blocks and colors. Here you will have to kill your way to the top by fighting a lot of mobs as you ascend through the floors. On the roof, a Stonebreak Golem is waiting for you. The attack and patterns of this boss are quite predictable, and he's a very easy boss to eliminate, though the aftermath of killing this boss is the real deal, since the whole building will start demolishing brick by brick until it's nothing. This is a fun mod to spice up the boss fights in the newly released 1.20.6. Thanks for watching. My next collection will probably be about 1.20.1, so subscribe and hit the bell to receive a notification as soon as the video releases. See ya in the next one, my friend.